Hi everyone, welcome back to my craft room. I wanted to share with you what I've been working on this weekend. It's not the only project, but I did work many hours on it, and I created some ugly Christmas sweaters. I don't think they're ugly. I think they're adorable. So I wanted to share with you what I've worked on. So I started with just taking a template. I found it online and cut it out on printed on a piece of paper and then put it on some cardstock. Now I could have done it on my Cricut, but just set that all up and everything. I said, nah, I'm not going to bother. So I printed out like that and I just traced it on some papers. But first what I did was I said, I want to make it as a shaker. I want to make it something different. And so I started with this guy. So I created this little shaker. He's cute, but you know, it's a little different. But I used my my heating tool there and just traced around this. I had a template underneath the laminating sheets or the project share sheets that I used. And I don't even know what those sheets are called, but you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I created that and I said, well, that's cute, but it's not what I wanted. So anyway, I said, well, maybe I'll put some cardstock underneath or inside the pockets and make them a shaker. And I did this one first and I didn't really care for it. Yeah, it was all right. Anyway, this one wasn't the best. It kind of went off a little bit. But then I created this one. I put a little sticker on it and did the same thing. Put a little candy cane on the back. And I went, nah, that's not what I wanted. However, it is still cute. One of these are leaking. I'm not sure which one, but the little beads are coming out. So I said, well, it's not exactly what I wanted. So I went a little further and I said, okay, well, I'm not going to make a shaker anymore. So I created this one. I put this a light bulb on it, the Christmas theme light bulb, and just used my liquid pearl drops here. And I outlined the entire sweater. But I also used some ribbon that I got at Dollarama, just silver little ribbon. But I didn't really care for it. So that's why I outlined it with the pearl drops. So that was all right. That was all right. I wasn't impressed by it. So I started, I did one like this. And I put my glitter snow on here. And I created this one. I think this is super adorable. Look at it. So I put the fake snow there and just put some red glitter on it. Now that is glitter snow, but just wanted to add a little bit more. And I did make this one two-sided. The other ones I made were not two-sided, but I'll share with you what I did in a second. So then I went a little further and I created these ones. So these are with the pipe cleaners. And this is only one piece of cardstock, and like this one is the sugar plum or whatever it is, the one pad from Michael's. And so I just put a pink piping around it, and then the silver bow, and then some white bells. Then I did it with the purple. I think these are super cute. Some people would call these ugly sweaters, but I think they're cute. And then I did that one. And then I did it with a gold one. I'm not really carrying the gold in the pipe cleaner. I don't really care for that gold, but it's super cute. And I used another sticker on it. So then I said, okay, well, I need to do something a little bit more. So I created this shaker. Now this one inside is just like this guy here with the fake snow around it. So I created this. Here, let me grab something here so you can see underneath. So I created that, and I used one of my eyelets there and put it on the corner. Now you don't want to use this for a keychain, but I thought it would be super cute. Maybe you could hang it in your room or whatever. So this is a shaker, and you can see it shakes on that side as well. So I got this put on a lobster clasp, and this little piece is rotating, so this could hang whatever way you wanted. But I wanted to put some beads on it. So I've created earrings in the past with these, but I created little snowmen. So I thought that was super adorable. So I just put a nice chunky bead on the bottom, and then some BB craft beads that I had. And then I just used a, whatever these sequin mix pieces, just for the rim of the hat. And then I had a flat piece. I also have used the bigger one for like a bigger top hat, but I didn't have much left on my pin there. So then I just put made with love on it. And so I created this little shaker charm. Thought it was super adorable. So I'm going to be making more of my charms. I mean, I've made them previous years, but I think they're just super cute, especially for a charm at Christmas time. So I created that, and I said, okay, I wanted to still take it another step further. So I said, I need to make some Christmas cards. So I started with some Christmas cards. So the first one I made was this one. Oh, that's what it was. Sorry. So I created this. Now look how adorable that is. This is like a tinsel string. Oh, it's actually right here. Hold on. So this is tinsel ribbon, and that's all I used. And that's what I created. I just think it's super adorable. So I just put it on the sleeves and the bottom and the top. And so I said, those would look really super cute on cards. So, because they were a little flimsy, because it's just on regular cardstock. So I created this card. I already had the base, and I just layered it up and just added a few little stripes there. And so I did that one. And this is a wooden piece I got from Dollarama. These pieces of tinsel garland is from Dollarama as well. Like all the pipe cleaners, the bells, some of these pieces are from Dollarama, so they're great to work with. So this is just from some cardstock that I had at Michael's. And so I created that card. I also created this one. So this one, the striping is on the opposite side. And I just took pieces. I didn't measure. I just cut them and put them on, and then just cut them to line up afterwards. I'm not, a really good card maker, but I do enjoy creating some. So I created that one as well. So I put that on there. Then I had fun with this a super adorable card. So I put the red one on here with the red tinsel. I had the red glitter. It's cardstock, actually. It's not foil paper, but it's cardstock, but it's glittered. And it's in the back, and I put some white textured cardstock, and then I just popped the same two pieces up here with says "Stay Warm This Christmas," and of course because of the sweater. So I thought that was adorable as well. So then I said, well, okay, I got to do one more thing. I created some magnets. And all I did was just take my hole punch, and I just used the 1 inch. It's what I had here. And to me, it doesn't have to be precise. It doesn't have to be the whole entire thing. But I just created some of these pieces of magnets here. And what I thought about was, well, if I'm going to put that in a package and put them in a package together, I would create some laminated ugly sweater. Look, the arms move. Ugly sweater magnets. So these will actually magnetize as well. And I thought that would be a good way to gift. You could do a couple. I had to use different magnets in the back. So that's what I did. That's what I've been working on this weekend. I did a few other projects, but I'll share those for later. But I thought I would share with you. So I created some magnets, And these I might just put on cards as well, or just make them as an embellishment. I'm not sure yet, but probably as an embellishment. I don't know. They're a little on the big side. I mean, they are pretty big, so I can shrink it down, make them a little smaller, but I just thought they were super cute. And I wanted to share with you what I was creating this weekend. I hope you guys all had a wonderful weekend, and I did here, staying warm and safe. Our numbers are starting to go up a little bit, and yeah, we don't have very many. We only have like 21 cases, but we had a little cluster of a person with COVID in the area that I work, so I'm trying to be super careful, but I hope you're all staying safe and healthy, and I hope you enjoyed my project share, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.